Well, if you ever want to see what an abandoned nightclub looks like before it's demolished, this is the video for you. Although I've never been in here before, this is my first time successfully being able to film it. You're not going to want to miss what this place looks like today. This location was brought to my attention just one day ago. Although I'd never been here as a customer, I actually tried to film this place a couple years ago, but was unsuccessful. But it was brought to my attention that this place is soon set to be torn down. And those of you from the area probably recognize this place. Maybe even came here when it was open for business. But this is going to be a final look at the former nightclub known as Bentley's. So if you're ready, you know what to do. Just come along with me. A little bit later on in the video, I will tell you some additional details about when this place opened, when it closed, why there was some controversy surrounding it, and what the future plans are going to be for this property. But it says, if I read that correctly, Arnage Ballroom, Continental Casual Fine Dining, Escape Nightclub, Patio Bar, and Scarlet Lounge. So it seems like maybe multiple businesses, or at least different areas to frequent inside, were located on one premise. Kind of a, seems essentially like a umbrella, like where this is the hub, but there's multiple different venues on the inside that you could frequent, whether it be for dinner, dancing, live music. And I do see a lot of windows and doors boarded up, tarped up, but I've also been told people have gone inside now because it is open. So we're gonna take a walk around, hopefully find a point of entry, and see what this place has to offer. At the very end, once we're done exploring the inside, we will walk around the entire outside to document it in its entirety. The outside structure here with roll-up doors, almost like a concession stand, that may have played a part for the outdoor patio area. You can actually see the scarring where the letters were right there, Bentley's. Almost reminds me of like a VIP place where you would pull under and they'd have valet to park your car. This building is unsafe and its use or occupancy has been prohibited by the building inspector. Yeah, it's clearly open right there. It's like a stairwell right here. There's an open door behind it. Looks like it's just a storage area. Oh, here's the patio. So they had a good sized patio here. And even an outdoor bar. So steps going up. And we have an opening right over there. So I think we'll go over that direction and work our way inside and then up. I've also not seen any posted signs or anything stating that we can't be here. And again, it is set to be demolished very, very soon, whether it be a few days, a few weeks, but it is set to be demolished soon. And I'm guessing they probably stripped out anything of value before that happened. So what we're going to see today is probably not how it looked exactly when it was open for business. Anything of value, 99% was most likely removed. Noisy here at the highway down below, but hey, it's still an outdoor patio. And those cooler fall nights, it's like a gas fireplace right there. And your outdoor bar. You can see they had a couple of televisions mounted there. Yeah, a lot of this is stripped down just to the framing of it. Could have been tile or brick. Probably this material here. I guess it's like a stone tile. Nice stone floor. Tons of recessed lighting. Here's how the decking would have looked. So it wasn't traditional wood. I know there's a name for this material. It's like a plastic faux wood that doesn't rot. So if you happen to know the name of it, leave it down below. So if you do know what that outside structure was used for, let me know as well, because I thought maybe that was for the outdoor patio. That probably isn't the case. And And looks like we have entry right here. Oh, look at, found Michael Jackson's hat right there. This being my first time in here, I don't know what we're looking at other than the obvious, like this looks like another bar right here, obviously. But those of you familiar with the site, if you're able to identify what the rooms were used for, what it was like, by all means, fill in the blanks down below in the comments section. Leather couch here. Oh, I could have walked in right there too. So this place is definitely not sealed up at all. I'd imagine just some more counter space here, probably bar stools for patrons to sit here. Electrical room. It's been pretty stripped and gutted. Ladies' room. Someone's been here, probably living here, I'd even say. Or at least squatting here for a period of time. Decent bathrooms, nice stone. That might be, yeah, I think that's real. Yeah, that's real stone tile. Men's room, most likely the same. It's like the urinals have been removed. Oh, we have a back hallway here. Don't know where this goes. Water heater, utility room. Looks like they are still in the midst of gutting, stripping this place. There's some mold back here too. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I don't know if this would be back of house, like for employees. I don't see any range hoods or anything like that for a kitchen. And it's not painted back here, so it makes me wonder if it was off limits for the public. Okay, there's the stairs right there, sloping downwards. Yeah, there's multiple stairs in this place. Oh, Jesus. Whatever that was, it's slippery as heck. It's a pretty big place. Bay door here, probably for deliveries. There's coolers, more electrical utilities. This looks like maybe refrigerator area. Yeah, this is a giant walk-in fridge. I believe those are for glasses. So we did kind of venture off from the opposite way where we started. I don't think it really matters though. I just want to cover everywhere before we do go any further, but some of this is pretty nasty in here. This ground's all wet. Utility room there, slop sink. This looks like emergency exit. See red and blue lines, I believe hot and cold water. I think this was maybe the kitchen area. I could be incorrect though. Okay, so we walked by this door in the hallway there, past the bathrooms. Anyone here? I heard a noise upstairs. I'm gonna save upstairs for last. A lot of pipes coming out of the wall here. It makes me wonder what was hooked up in here. This might be more back house. All these tubes and hoses here, I'm not mistaken, these might be for like beer or soda fountains. Not the fountains, but the wands. For the different lines that they're hooked up to for the source. I think anyways. So More bathrooms here. We haven't been in this part of the room yet. So I don't think we need to see those. We've always seen them. That's faux. That's just wood right there, painted to look like stone. Now this is like a banquet room. This one's pretty nice. Looks like they got the champagne room here. Big bench seat, plush. It's got like, not styling, but decorated almost like maybe Italy, like an Italian feel or a Spanish feel. I could be completely off on that, but I wonder what was here. Maybe pictures or bottles? Oh, that's not a good sign right there. Wood floor, like a dance floor maybe. Nice mural. And this is back out to the main room where we came in. Okay, so we still have to go, let's go back out, continue on in this direction. Mirrored background right there. Back of bar. And it looks like they had some entertainment center controls back here. HD TV, direct TV. Some receivers or just cable boxes. Most likely just TVs on this wall back here. Now, although much of the furniture is gone, except for a few pieces, it's still enough here to identify what we're looking at. You know, we could tell this was a bar, but all the decorative items were removed. But I wonder if they're gonna continue removing more items or if they got what they want, and now it's just a waiting game until the demo crew comes here. But aside from some woodwork and some tile work, I mean, it looked like it was a nice establishment. I just never came here when it was open. I remember seeing the advertisements in the Weekender magazine. Those of you local probably remember that. Or talked about on the radio on KRZ. I don't know what this was. Wonder if they had like a little cigar lounge or something too. It's also kind of smoky in here too. We're currently dealing with the after effects, I shouldn't even say after effects, the current effects of the Canada wildfires. So they are providing some really smoky, hazy conditions outside, and you can smell it in the air. And I can see it in the light here. There's just a haze or a dust. Oh, this looks like some gambling machines here. Oh, this looks like a nice area. Wow, bougie. Yeah, these might be poker machines or those multi-game consoles. Wow, this area is pretty nice. Bentley's, hours of operation, patio bar, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 to 12 a.m., 5 to 2 a.m., 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. This seems like there was a fire in here. Pretty tall ceilings in here. So this is looking at the top of the second floor. I wonder if there was a fire. There may have been. Guess we'll find out. So this is we're on the outside. I said about valet parking. That's where we're on the other side of right now. So we know what part of the building we're in. And look at, even the ceiling is painted. Reminds me of like a casino in Vegas, like Venetian. This area must be kept clean. Do not block the electrical panel or the water heater. Yeah, see, here's all those lines I was talking about. I think that's what we were looking at before on the ground. Looks like we got maybe another bar club area. That's where they would have had the Hennessy and vodka bottles displayed, probably illuminated. This looks like a nightclub. Being that I worked as a bouncer for a number of years at different establishments, definitely has that feel and vibe to it. Really dark. Probably a DJ booth around here and had lights all over the place. All these little insets were lit up too. There's recessed lighting. So here's some of the bar stools. And a really rusty wrench. Yeah, there was a fire here. A lot of these chairs are melted and torched. That may be part of the history I'm going to cover, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to head into the nightclub area now, get a better look at that, and then I think finally we have the front area and then the upstairs. So a bit more to come. Once we get upstairs, I think I'll talk some more history about what was going on here as an establishment. Looks like either a little code check here or maybe a admission booth for the nightclub, which is directly through here. Really dark in here. The black walls just absorb the light. There's a little bit of a ramp right here, like a bridge almost. It's elevated. I don't know why. I don't think it's lifted. I think it's intentional. But I could be wrong though. Could be from moisture. That'd be a trip hazard. They have been disco balls hanging in here. Lights that rotated around. Another bar right here. Yeah, see, there's like some heaving or lifting up areas. I wonder if that's maybe for lines for the bars or electricity or something, but it seems more like trip hazards. Got a bottle of something there. Restrooms. These are the ones that we saw from down that way, so okay. A lot of these rooms are interconnected. This may be a DJ booth right here, possibly. Looks about the right size. Could have had some turntables or receivers there. Oh, this glass wall is pretty nice. This looks like it may have illuminated as well. It's got a bluish tint to it. Maybe that's DJ booth right there. Yeah, 100% DJ booth. Trash bin is here to help keep this booth clean. Help us keep it clean and dispose of your trash. Keep drinks away from any of the equipment. So, right here, got some lights overhead. Got their equipment laid out here. Pumping out the sounds, maybe even control the lights here. Track lights, glass lights, dance floor. So yeah, I think those square block lights light up. Anybody have any requests? Yeah, you. What is it? One more time? Staying Alive. I don't know if I had that. It's pretty old. This is an elevated area here. Reminds me of a stage. I don't know if they would have had any live performances here. I don't think they'd have like live music inside a nightclub. Maybe it's just another dance area or like a VIP area possibly. Let's see, we got a back area here, another set of stairs, and another exit. Oh, I hear a lot of bees. I don't want to be in there. Yep, there's a beehive. We're not going to stay in that area because it's the last thing I want to encounter. So we're back in this room here. So the back side of this room is the nightclub for orientation. I'm just making sure I cover all the rooms before we do continue on. As far as I know, I think we have everything on the main floor. I don't know if there's a basement or not. I haven't come upon anything showing that there is. But right now, I think we're going to head upstairs at this main staircase here. That'll also give you a sense of scale compared to myself. And I think that's maybe where the fire would have taken place. Don't know what we're going to find up there, but only one way to find out. These are like stone steps. Railings have been cut. There was railings on both sides. Some recessed lighting there. A lot of soot on the walls. There's a window there. I think a window there and a window there. That one's busted out. Oh, it's significantly warmer up here. There's the Bentley's sign. For a second, I thought there was a snake here. What the heck is this? I thought it was like snake skin, but it's furry and fuzzy, but the backside of it, oh, it's a piece of carpet. Yeah, it's bad up here. No smoking. I don't think that applies today because there's some significant smoke damage. I know lighting is not going to be great. It is a really dark area and there's fire damage. This may have been a restaurant. This looks like a little podium, possibly, where I don't know the person's name, like a greeter or... Actually, maybe I'm overthinking that. I think it's just a table base standing up on its end. But I think you know what I was getting at. It looked like a little podium waiting area where they have the menus to seat you. Carpeted floor. It's severely matted down. They'll probably from water and everything else. More leather couches. These look like little VIP areas. I was joking down below saying, oh, like bottle service room or champagne room. This might be a little VIP area you could rent and have your drinks brought to you. Bentley. And the lighting is still in place. A little melted, but it's there. Probably a pretty high-end system. Do all those different light patterns and there's a stage here. Did they have live music here? Maybe that was what downstairs 100% dance club up here. Maybe combination of live music performance and dance club. It looks like another DJ booth right here. Yep, that's what we're looking at. So those are some front doors facing the roadway. I'll show you what that looks like from the outside. I know exactly where that is. So there's two different entrances, a lower level and an upper level. So depending on where you park, where you walk to, you'd be entering in two different parts of the building, either upstairs or downstairs. Okay, these steps here go down to where the bees are down there. So that's where we are in orientation. This looks like a cash till. That's exactly what it is. Bar area right here. They removed the bar, at least the bar counter. So this is behind the bar. You'd be looking at it as you're sitting here as a customer. Would have had all the bottles and everything there. Plumbing down here for the sinks, for the coolers, for the dispensing wands. I know a little bit about this industry. Like I said, I did work at a few different establishments as a bouncer and security, even a casino. Yeah, that's the register right there, and it's melted. Yeah, I could even show you. I mean, it's sooty. Not to give you the finger, but that's the finger I chose. Yeah, there's a lot of soot. Liquor control board. These are all dating 2019. Big room up here though, really spacious. I'm imagining that was live performances right there, and I know you can't really see it. I mean, I have my flashlight on max brightness and it's just sucking in all the light. I'm confident this was live performances. This looks like, yeah, some bougie restrooms. I wonder if there's like an attendant in here to give you a mint. Looks like a post-apocalyptic bathroom. I mean, they were nice though. I mean, you're surrounded by, look at the wood trim, stone tile, nice bathrooms. Little bench seat in here, ottoman type. They definitely put some money into this place. And this is probably yep, it's a ladies' room. A little bit bigger, 3 sinks. Nice privacy doors there. And someone used that toilet, so I'm not going to show that. It is really hot up here though. I am sweating profusely, but it's worth it to document this because basically we have full access, the ultimate tour. More VIP areas, which I'm going to just call them that. The nice white leather loungers. I could smell the fire up here too. Well, this place is freaking humongous. Another set of stairs. I think that brought us down to where I said maybe the kitchen area, back of house. Learning my orientation. We're making it. We're doing pretty good, I think. Lockers. That's probably employee lockers right there. Date on that tank is March 13, 2009. Restaurant fire suppression system. Literally goes to nothing. I think this was an office. You can see some bins here for paperwork. So it's just winding hallways. Okay, haven't been over here yet. These are mainly offices. Downstairs. Big corner office here, if that's what it is. Busted out window. There was another structure back here too I wasn't aware of. I wonder if this is like they had like an apartment up here. Oh, here's the safe. And there is roof access, which I don't need to go on the roof. This is a mess here, as is the bathroom. Looks like they had copper sinks. Marble counters. This is not your typical bathroom. Looks like urinals inside an office. It definitely was an office. I guess they wanted to have their own private urinals. That's a little strange. I've never seen that before. So it seems like the back half of this building is all office space. And then the front portion is, this comes out VIP area. Front portion is public space. Corner right here, this could have been, excuse me, another DJ booth, most likely. Looking outside, patio is right down below us. Guest checks here. Patron service. Some of these are for $50, $20, $335. This is a jester's mask. I am here. I'm here too. Anybody missing their stiletto? Found it. I lost count of how many bars are in this place. There's at least a half a dozen. They maybe even had like makeshift bars in certain areas, like with a little stand on wheels or something for like shooters or jello shots or something else, who knows. Spicy lounge, okay. This is muy caliente, if that's the proper word. Okay, there's one of the speakers right there. Subwoofer. It's about a 15-inch. Oh, this is carpeted in here. Oh no, this is the padding beneath the carpet. It actually smells kind of clean in here. It smells like new carpet. Somebody left their jelly crocs in here. Yeah, there's the tack board for the carpet. It was ripped up. I don't know what this room was. It's got a blind here. So where is that? That's just a blacked out window. Can't see nothing, so I don't know. That might be over, oh, I think that's looking out over the stairwell that we came up. But it's pitch black, so yeah. That window right there is that. How do we get over there? We haven't been over there yet. I guess we'll find out in just a moment. So Spicy Lounge is right out there. And we have this hallway. Okay, so the steps here we saw from the patio. Looks like just a lounge area, but there is that other window. How do we get to it? Can't go any further here. I'm gonna head back around and see if I can find it. If not, I think I covered nearly everything inside here. I know I'm a sweaty mess. It's really, really warm and humid up here. But I think we have made some pretty good ground. I'm just gonna double check before we do exit the premises here and see what it looks like on the outside 360. I did indeed miss a room. I'm glad I double checked. So over in that area of the building is all the offices that we saw. So here we have some interesting things going on. There's a framed off wall here. Has some colored lights in here. Green light bulbs. It's almost like a room you'd come to for like a private lap dance or something. I don't think there was a strip club here as far as I know. And that's just open right there down to the lower level. Beyond that, I did find a full bathroom here with a shower. Paid $700. Holy crap. I don't know what the hell they got, but that is an expensive check. Good thing they didn't do a dine and dash. That's a big bill. Okay, that's like a rotating police light. It's got the red lens on it. They used to sell those at Spencer's. So I have searched all around. I cannot find where that window is above the stairs. What I'm thinking is that, you know, that still doesn't make sense. There has to be a hallway or a corridor over there, because I thought maybe that was just the outside and maybe it's like covered up. But the hallway down there where the entrance is underneath that room. I don't know where that room is. I cannot find access anywhere unless it's like behind this door, which is locked, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. I missed the whole area. Okay, scratch that. Front corner of the building had that leopard zebra print carpet, which I mistaken for a snake. Graffitied up. Got the other entrance over there. And maybe this is our door that we've been looking for. There was definitely another bar here too. Could have been maybe like a wine room or something. Okay, bathrooms, I wasn't expecting that. Or a shower. Oh, bougie shower. It's got all the spray heads that hit you from the sides. Some interesting things going on here that I don't really have any explanation for, but obviously it made sense when it was in operation. Maybe certain areas were just for owners or management. Maybe you could rent out certain rooms and have your own personal shower. Push to exit. So we still don't have access to that room. Where is that? It's probably something that I just overlooked. But Not that's a huge deal, but I'm trying to cover this place in its entirety since it's going to be gone soon. I'm thinking there's a space behind that wall. Otherwise, why would there be a window there? Oh well, so I guess we are forced to kind of retreat. I'm sure I'll hear in the comments, oh, if you went that way, you would have found it, but I retraced my steps 2 or 3 times. Well, sometimes I am dumb. We're upstairs, looking across, trying to figure out where the hell that room is behind that window. And the most obvious place slipped my mind. It is literally just an open air space on the other side. There it is. We answered our own question, thankfully. But from upstairs, I was looking straight on. It looked like a hallway here. It looked like a continuation of that. So, at least the mystery is now solved. The least important mystery ever. Alrighty, we're outside now. So for reference, the patio area is right back here on the other side of that. Spicy lounge, I think, was inside there. We're in that corner looking out onto the roof. Back here is all the offices. We were back here, we saw probably back of house area, kitchen area possibly. As far as I know, there's no basement. This is the same level that we just exited from. There's the garage bay door for deliveries. Oh, you know what? This area here is where we were in upstairs. I said it looked like maybe like a private dance room where it had the green light bulb partially framed off. That was up there. We do have a multiple bay garage, door open. Let's take a peek inside. Oh, it is warm in here. This is nothing more than just storage. All the copper glass racks, some furniture, decorations. Christmas, it's officially abandoned. Yeah, nothing more than just storage. Not to say they wouldn't have kept a vehicle or two in here, but it is mostly just excess business materials. I just realized something. I completely forgot to tell you the details about this place. I was gonna do it when we got upstairs, and it had a few squirrel moments, got distracted. So as we walk around the exterior here, I'm gonna read off a screenshot of my phone where I was able to gather information, tell you more about the history of this location and the future plans. Bentley's was a multi-million-dollar entertainment venue located at 2003 Route 309 in Ashley, just outside of Wilkes-Barre. It's converted from a former banquet hall and restaurant called the Brass Rail. Local developer invested $3.5 million to open Bentley's in 2009. It featured a high-end restaurant, nightclub, and also a banquet hall. The venue's history was unfortunately plagued by financial, legal, and safety issues. Initial opening in 2009, the grand opening was marred by a fatal fiery crash in the parking lot during a car show, which led to years of litigation. It closed in 2012, despite offering fine dining at its on-site restaurant, Joseph's. The venue struggled to remain consistently open and closed in December 2012, listing for sale. As we take a brief pause, here's the other main entrance. So through the doors is where the nightclub is. And we have a coat room. And I say nightclub, I mean where the stage was for probably live music. Over here though is the graffitied room with that private black bathroom with the multi-shower heads right there. Now the next section here has a gap between 2012 and 2018, so if you're able to fill it in, by all means tell me down below. It says controversy and foreclosure. 2018 rebranded as Bentley's Nightclub 1.0. The club fell into foreclosure with a $1.25 million mortgage and faced backlash for booking controversial acts. 2019 arson fire, an overnight fire, and this states it word for word, intentionally set at the abandoned complex forced further closures. Lastly, what's going to happen with this property after it's torn down? So it says the Borough Council has approved a rezoning plan to demolish the long dilapidated entertainment facility and replace it with a concrete and asphalt processing plant. So hopefully that fills in some blanks that you may have had, and the ones I still can't answer, hopefully some of you watching locally could answer and let me know down below. Now the one question I do have, which maybe we'll get an answer to, is once you're here, like say you had to pay admission to come in, did you have access to all the different areas, like the nightclub downstairs, the club upstairs, the different bars, or was there like a separate admission to each area, or was there no admission? You just come in and patronize whatever bar you want. And I'd like to know how it worked, because multiple different businesses or areas operating in here, excuse me, such as the Spicy Room, the fine dining restaurant, the banquet hall obviously would be rented out, but we have bars inside, outside, upstairs, downstairs. So was it like a one price, you pay and you have everything? Or you don't pay anything, you just go where you want? So if you happen to know that, let me know down below. It does seem, without a doubt, that a lot of money was put into this. Easily we could see a few $1 million was invested to make it look pretty, bougie. I'm gonna use that word again. I'm using it a lot, but that's what comes to mind. My friend Lisa, VP, uses the word bougie a lot, so kind of rubbing off on me. Really fancy, certain areas. Looks like no expenses were spared to make it look like you were in a really upscale establishment. And it's sad to know that, this place is never gonna be here again. And that's why I'm making this video. And thanks to the inside tip from my viewer to say, hey, you may wanna come here sooner than later to document it. Depending on when this video comes out, this place may or may not already be gone. But at least we were able to see inside and out what it looked like. 2 levels, intentional fire, which is probably for insurance purposes. But it looked like a really, really nice place. But to see some of those tabs, $700. Bottle service was not cheap here, but you had VIP areas, you had some other quieter areas or more, more party-esque atmosphere areas. So basically everything in one location. So looking forward to any information you guys can provide down below. Otherwise, I hope you appreciated and enjoyed one final look inside Bentley's here along 309, just outside of Wilkes-Barre. I will maybe be back in the future to show you once it's already gone with a short clip or some pictures on my Facebook page, but otherwise, this is it. So, hope you enjoyed the look. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video.